Hello, my name is Paul Muller, and I am Director of Sales and Marketing for Validyne Engineering. In this short video, I would like to introduce you to the model P55, Validyne's most popular pressure transducer. This general-purpose transducer is compact, available in a wide variety of pressure ranges and output signals, is ruggedly built, accepts liquids and gases, provides outstanding performance over wide temperature ranges, and has fast dynamic response. This video will describe the salient features of the P55 and provide details about its capability. Here is a more detailed look at the P55. The first thing to notice about the P55 is that it is small and compact. You can see the dimensions shown, roughly 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 4.5 inches overall. There are 4.156-inch diameter mounting holes on the corners of the base plate for easy installation. You can also see that the P55 consists of two parts, a sensor and an electronics housing. The sensor is where the transducer is connected to the pressure source. The standard pressure port for the P55 is 1/8-inch female national pipe thread. This makes adapting the P55 to piping easy. Many of our customers use Swedgelock adapter fittings to connect the P55 directly to steel tubing. In the differential model shown here, the P55 will have two 1/8-inch female ports on each side of the sensor body. These are marked plus and minus. There is also a bleed screw opposite each pressure port to allow bleeding of air trapped inside the two sensor cavities. This allows the P55 to be used in dynamic measurement applications. The sensor body will have the complete model number and serial number of the transducer etched on the top for easy reference. There is also a label on the top of the electronics housing that has the wiring information for that particular sensor. The pin connections for power and signal are identified here. The electrical connector is mounted on the rear of the housing and is typically an Amphenol PT02A 6-pin military-style connector. The mating connector is available from Validyne and is ordered separately. The zero and span controls, used for adjusting the output signal, are found on the rear of the electronics housing next to the connector shell. They are marked with a Z for zero and an S for span. Note there are gaskets at the sensor and connector surfaces to make this a weatherproof enclosure. The P55 is available in a wide variety of pressure ranges, especially low pressure ranges, and can be configured for absolute, differential, or gauge pressure measurements. The P55 can be ordered with a full-scale signal output of plus and minus 5 volts DC for differential and gauge pressures as low as 0 to plus or minus 0.1 psi differential. There are, in fact, 6 different full-scale ranges between 0.1 psid and 1 psid. With an accuracy of 0.25%, the P55 is ideal for precise measurements over very low pressures. The P55 is also available in pressure ranges as high as 3200 psi, and these can be used to measure typical hydraulic pressures. Altogether, there are 23 different full-scale pressure ranges for the P55, from 0.1 psi differential all the way up to 3200 psi differential. In addition, every P55 can withstand line pressures on both ports of up to 3200 psi gauge. This means a low-range P55 can be used to measure small pressure drops in a system, even if that system is running at a high line pressure. The P55 is also available with the most commonly specified output signals. The standard output is 0 to plus and minus 5 volts DC over the plus and minus full-scale pressure range. This can be offset so that minus full-scale pressure is indicated by 0 volts DC, 0 pressure by plus 2.5 volts DC, and plus full-scale pressure by plus 5 volts DC. Voltage outputs are also available with isolation from the power supply. The P55 can be ordered with 4 to 20 MA output signals over 0 to plus full-scale pressure, and this is similarly available in an offset version where 4 MA equals minus full-scale pressure, 12 MA equals 0 pressure, and 20 MA equals plus full-scale pressure. The P55 will operate from any DC power source between 9 and plus 55 volts DC. Finally, there are new variants of the P55 with digital output capability. Model P61 is identical to the P55, except that it has a USB connection for a computer. Model P65 is an RS-485 serial interface device, and Model P66 has a CAN bus digital interface for automotive test cell applications. The P55 is digitally corrected for temperature errors using an embedded microprocessor. All P55s are characterized for output shift over the operating temperature range, and the signal output is corrected accordingly. A temperature sensor inside the housing is read by the processor, which uses a correction table to adjust the signal output. The result is that the total error, including temperature effects and sensor error, is just 0.5% full scale for the standard operating temperature range of 0 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. A wide range P55 is available that has a maximum error of 0.9% full scale from minus 65 Fahrenheit to plus 250 Fahrenheit. The low displacement volume of the P55 sensor allows it to be used for fast dynamic pressure measurements. The P55 will respond to changes in pressure of up to 80 Hz without distortion. This is a response time of just 3 milliseconds, and the response is even faster for liquid systems. The electronics are similarly designed to pass frequencies up to 250 Hz, making the P55 ideal for transient studies in piping systems. In summary, the P55 is a compact, robust pressure transducer that is available in a wide variety of pressure ranges, from units with a full scale of just 0.1 psi differential up to high pressure sensors for plus or minus 3200 psid. The P55 is available in a wide variety of standard signal types, 0 to 5 volts DC, 4 to 20 MA, offset calibrations, and isolated output types. In addition, there are new variants for the P55 that include USB, RS-485, and CAN bus digital interfaces. The P55 is digitally corrected for high performance over wide operating temperature ranges, and the P55 has a very fast response, making it suitable for dynamic pressure measurements. I hope this short review of the P55 has been helpful and that you will keep Validyne in mind for your pressure measurement needs. Thanks for watching and listening.